You wanna do something Monday nighter? I've got something for you, hold tighter. It's a show that's unpredictable and fast, and improvised by the cast. Monday Night Improv. Monday Night Improv. Sing it, Monday Night Improv. Monday Night Improv.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Improv. Please welcome your host for this evening, Marilyn Robertson.
Hi, yeah, it's me. Isn't that weird? This isn't right. Anyway, I'd like to tell you a story, so settle down for story time. No, I'm joking. Hello, everybody. How are you all? I don't know. My computer's too slow to see the links. How are you, James?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
That's good. That's good. And you had a nice weekend?
I had a lovely weekend. How was yours?
That reminds me. Lovely. We have one of the loveliest people on this show tonight. The ever lovely. My mum always asks, is he married? Who is she? What do you mean? It's Gary!
No,
Gary.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
My
Hi,
mum
Marilyn.
asks if they're married too many times, or I have to be like, Mum, remember Dad?
Well, you can tell your mum that I was married too many times.
Oh. You kicked the habit.
I took a lateral movement to living with a fridge freezer.
Oh. Chester walking.
I'm a leg man, really.
Oh, which also reminds me, who has legs? Who has two legs that are so out of control you had to chop them off to half the length and they're still too wildly gangly long? It's Will!
Hello, it's me with my gangly legs. Lovely to be here.
How are you, Will?
I'm good. We just did some spontaneous potty gigs in the south of England, and I drove back with Stu today, so we've spent 8 hours in the car and have nothing to say to each other anymore.
Whoa! Guess what that reminds me of?
Yeah.
You like that seamless link?
Now you know how I feel.
Car! There's cars. People have cars. You can see cars from windows. Someone who has a window, it's Stu!
Seamless.
Seamless.
Yeah, I've got a window. I'm a property owner of a window at any rate. I've got one wall and a fucking window. So you just get in line to pay your envious respects to my property. How is everyone? Will, good to see you again. We've spoken all we need to for the next month or so, but it's always a pleasure to see your face. And this time, full on, and not by the side profile as I sit with you in the passenger seat of your car. Exactly. Well, Will actually does all the driving. I offered to do some of the driving. I can't drive, but I was willing to give it a go. And I think that's the important thing.
Offer reminds me of our super secret special guest, because at the end of tonight's show, we'll be offering him up to bow the sun god through fire. It's Joe Heenan!
He gets a surname?
Hello. Do I stop now?
Tell us all your news from the last 3 months. Go, Joe.
All the news. Everything that happened
Yeah.
from the last 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep it tight, though.
All
Keep
of
it
it?
tight. Keep it tight.
Yeah.
How long have I got?
Well, we're out of time now, Joe, for fuck's sake.
Jesus.
You've got to be quick. You've got to be on the mark. This is Monday Night Improv. We do not piss about. We move like the night.
It's lovely to have Joe. We've had Joe on several Friday night improv shows, and if you've not seen them, you didn't buy a ticket, it's your fault.
It felt like several.
It was the one, but it felt like multiple. Felt
I feel
endless.
like I've done improv with Joe more than once.
Yeah,
It's like that, isn't it? It's like that. Yeah.
How's that effect on people?
Yeah.
One and all. No Eddie Monson, you missed nothing. So it's lovely to all be back, and this week I'm at the helm, so that will be interesting. That's fine. We're all okay. James,
Yes.
if you could either have only octopus heads for feet or birds' wings for eyes.
Yeah.
Which would it be?
Perfectly valid question.
Yeah, I would go for octopuses.
Oxtus. No one said Oxtus.
No one said
Yeah,
that. Tim.
leave your armpits out of this, mate.
My God, 2 weeks ago it was Implov. Now it's Octus. Pull it together, James. Pull it together.
That was. Do you know? True story behind that. I was about to say Monday Night Improv, and I looked to the right of me, and there was a bag of Haribos, and I got mixed up.
Haribo.
Wait, a bag of what, Jake?
Halibos.
Harry blows, did you say? Who's Harry and what's he doing in your room?
You've got to stop buying these cheap knockoff brands, mate. Just pay full price for once in your life.
I had a head injury a few weeks ago, and I'm still suffering.
I
Genuinely,
shouldn't laugh, but it's true. I'm quite funny.
it is true. Yeah, I was off the phone to the doctor on Tuesday, and he was like, "Yeah, you have temporary amnesia," and I was like, "All right, okay." He says, "So yeah." So
Yeah,
You were on the
Like-
phone to the doctor. The doctor said, "You have temporary amnesia," and you said, "Who's this?"
Yeah.
I had temporary
Come
amnesia.
on, James.
Yeah.
Come on. These are basic jokes, mate.
And I don't know if you're aware, James, but you've told us that temporary amnesia line 15 times now.
Yeah, exactly.
Harry blow, for goodness sake.
Fucking hell, James. For Joe and for anyone who hasn't joined us, we should say that every week we try and ask James a question or just to find out any fact about his life, and he either A, descends into manic laughter, or B, fucks it up. Sometimes we get both.
Tonight is one of those nights.
Tonight it's one of those nights.
Joe, when did you have temporary amnesia?
Can't remember.
Oh,
jokes.
this is why everyone else ignored it.
Yeah, I set that joke up ages ago, and thankfully, Marty, she did it. But the rest of them hung me, leaving there just fucking hanging with nothing.
It's because I am
Thank
the
you for
professional
that.
host.
Thank you.
And
Man.
now
Thank you.
that reminds me, thank you. You're welcome. Why? Because I made you laugh. It's time for the first game.
Incredible.
And the first game is called Hey, what are you up to? Why you do that now? The first game is called What You Doing. It's when one of us will take one of your suggestions, start an action, the next person will ask what they're up to, and they'll say something entirely different, and hilarity will ensue. So, dear audience members, hello, please suggest anything. What's the suggestion usually? Is it anything?
Any action?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, any action. An action. Hello, ma'am.
You take a bag of Harry blows.
God, that's good. Preferred the way I spelt it, but yeah, same idea. Fair enough. Touche.
Oh, these are all very good. All very good.
With toasting a marshmallow on
Oh.
hot lava.
Yeah.
We have
Because
anything.
Anything.
Okay.
I mean, if anyone sees something they're inspired by, please kick it off.
Anything.
Pushing a hedgehog up your nose. Painting the Mona Lisa on a bird's wing. Doing some improv. Yep, thank you. Teaching an Ewok to swim. Building a sandcastle. Trying to eat an alligator during a death roll. Looking for Billy. Yes, please, Billy. Please come back.
Okay, so has
so
anyone
what we
got
go for?
anything they feel inspired by?
I'll start by painting the Mona Lisa on a bird's wing.
Fantastic.
excellent. Oh, well. What be that thing that you be doing?
Oh, I'm trying to sew, but I'm scared of needles.
Oh, great! Play right into one of my phobias. Prick.
Gary, what are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm trying to pull out my fingernail, but I'm squeamish.
Stu.
Yes.
Stu. What the
Yes.
fuck are you doing?
I'm trying to unmask this finger-sized superhero, but I'm nervous.
Joe, what are you doing?
I'm sucking this really small guy's cock.
You are going to fit right into this show, Joe. I'm not going to lie. You're going to fit like a hand in a glove, mate.
Or like a winky in a thimble.
Stop it, Will. Stop it.
Miley, Miley, what are you doing down there? Miley,
Looking for treasure in a well.
looking for treasure in a well. As I like to call it, looking for treasure in a will. Anyway, looking for treasure in a well.
Well, what are you doing?
Hiding from the pigs.
So gangster. So gangster.
Right?
Gary. Gary, what are you doing?
I'm surfacing for air.
Everyone's a hot slice of off-camera action tonight.
Right.
Stu, seriously, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm being abducted by the mole people.
Joe, what are you doing?
James is heading.
I'm floating in space. No.
Miley, no! What are you doing?
I was trying to do some maths, and then I had to times 27 by 2, and my head exploded.
Will, what are you doing? Will, what are you doing, Will?
I've been invited to a party!
And that will take us sweetly onto the segue of the next... No, not the next game. Never mind. Well done.
I briefly thought I was going to a party.
Maybe, Gary, you might just be invited to one tonight. Who knows? It's all improvised. Right, so the next game is called... Do we do points? No, that was just a Gary thing, wasn't
It's
it?
entirely up to you. You're in charge.
It is.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Everyone who ducked off screen gets a point. So everyone gets a point.
Hooray!
Okay, so if you duck off screen in a game, you get a point. That's how it works tonight. So the next game is called Things You'd Say in the Coffee Shop and also the Bedroom.
Ooh.
So it's lots of double entendres, or if you're Will, a single entendre, which he'll explain twice. Will,
Fair enough.
why don't you demonstrate by starting the game?
Okay, things you can say at the coffee shop and also in the bedroom. Large, long black. Large, long black for Sally. Large, long black for Sally. talking about a cock. Because a long black is a coffee they have in Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah.
Could also
Yeah.
smell like a cock.
Quite right.
You've
quite
explained
right.
you've explained it twice.
Yeah.
Actually,
Okay,
never mind. I hate this.
things you can say things you can say in the coffee shop, but also in the bedroom. I'm sorry, I don't understand why you need to know my name.
Oh.
Things you can say in the coffee shop and also in the bedroom. What the hell? I'll go for a double shot.
Me.
Things you can say in the coffee shop, also in the bedroom. That's a bit creamy. Because it's creamy and also spunk.
See, Joe gets it. Joe gets how to play the game,
This is how you do it, baby.
right? Finally,
It's
someone
like
on my
watching
goddamn level.
Feel good at work.
Things you could say in the coffee shop and also the bedroom. Yeah, no, I can do that for you, but you're gonna have to wait because I've got a few other people to do first, and I've not got enough hands.
Things you can say in the coffee shop and also in the bedroom. I brought my own cup. I'd like to take it away with me and drink it in the car. Like, I'll explain, Gary. As if,
No,
yeah,
no,
it's spunk. It's spunk. It's like I'm taking away some cum.
God, you see, going after Will on this round. Things you can say in the coffee shop and also in the bedroom. I can no longer feel my tongue. I'm just going to have to blow on it for a little while longer.
See, that's good. But to be clear, I was taking the cum away to drink in the car.
I get it, mate.
Joe gets it.
Joe understood it longer. He's a pro. Things you can say in the coffee shop and also in the bedroom. Yeah, what the hell? I'll try a brownie.
Things you can say in the coffee shop and also in the bedroom. I hope you like my penis in your vagina. Because you can say that in a coffee shop. You can't say that
You can.
in a coffee shop.
And in the bedroom.
And in a bedroom, yes, more importantly, that's what will probably be said. Although saying, I hope you like my penis in your vagina isn't something you'd probably say in the bedroom. It's not that sexy, really, is it? I hope you like my penis in your vagina. Just not that kind of horny, is it?
Depends on the voice you use.
Oh, like that one.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, well, some of us use the bedroom for reading.
Things you can say in the coffee shop and the bedroom. Oh, you might want to come back after 2 because it's lunchtime, so it'll be full of kids.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Wow. Just wow.
Wow. Things you can say in the
True.
coffee. Things you can say at the coffee shop and also in the bedroom. Yeah, I've come 9 times before, so I understand I get my 10th for free. It's like I've been paying for sex 9 times.
Yeah.
See, the explanation's funnier. I don't know why. It just is.
And in case you're wondering, anyone was wondering, I'm taking the cum and I'm drinking it in my car.
Yeah, I get it.
But in a reusable cup.
Yeah.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
That's the joke.
We can all picture you drinking cum in your car alone. Okay, things you can say in the coffee shop and also in the bedroom. I like my women like I like my coffee. Independent, socially aware, and paying all their taxes.
Very good.
Things you can say in a coffee shop and also in the bedroom. Oh, Jesus, this bitch always overcharges me and gets my name wrong.
Things you can say in the coffee shop and in the bedroom. There's biscuit crumbs everywhere. Because I eat a lot of biscuits when I'm having sex. Anybody else do that? Anybody?
I know what I'm doing later tonight.
Chocolate and roulette.
Yeah, eating spunky digestives in your car by yourself.
in a cup.
Things you can say in the coffee shop and also the bedroom. Oh no, jazz. On second thoughts,
my final one: things you can say in the coffee shop and also in the bedroom. I'm going to fuck this coffee.
That's when we know he's out. That's when we know he's out.
Like I'm sticking my penis into a cup of coffee.
Okay, I got a couple more. I'm just gonna fling them out. I've got putting that much cream on top of it just makes it gross. I'm pretty sure I asked for tall and skinny. I'm not touching that without a cardboard sleeve on it. And of course, I like my women like I like my coffee, ground up and in the freezer.
Hang on. Things you can say in the coffee shop and also in the bedroom. Is that the Americano?
It's the voice. It's the voice.
Famous innuendo.
It's kind of like Roger Moore. It's kind of Roger Moore.
It is kind of.
What, the Americano?
Americano.
I've got one more. Things you can say in the coffee shop and also in the bedroom. Well, there's no need to make a fuss. I'm assuming I could just have plugged it in and recharged my phone there.
things you can say in the coffee shop and
Because I
also the
stuck my
bedroom.
phone recharger in my family. You see? Assuming that I get more bars. If we're on this tip of explaining our entendre, that's exactly what happened. While he's eating cum in his car, I'm jamming my phone in a fanny to restore the battery power.
Trying to get more bars from
And
the
she's
sheet.
made a fuss, so I'm withdrawing the phone. I'm a gentleman. Sorry, Marilyn, please go on.
Things you can say in a coffee shop and also the bedroom. Ross, Joey, Monica, Rachel, Chandler, Phoebe, get out! Out! This stopped being okay 10 years ago. Out! The monkey.
You see, Marilyn gives us cross-generational appeal. That was lovely.
Well, that was a TV show on in the 90s, but you were maybe not born then.
That's right, I wasn't. What's TV? I only watch Snapchat these days. When I'm not ram raiding an Instagram or whatever it is, I avocado toast.
Old Generation Z Stu Murphy there playing Roblox or was on the TikTok. Dab.
Oh, fucking right.
Dab, that reminds me of the next game. It stands for dashingly all right to bevy up. Yes, that's right. It's Joe's House Party. The next game we'll be playing is Joe's House Party, where Joe is going to be hosting a party.
Hello!
Yes.
Is that the Americano?
So Joe's going to go away and get changed.
I want to
he'll
get
come back.
changed.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Right, guys. Joe's gone. Let's just stop. No, okay. So what we need is Joe's got 3 guests coming to his party: Will, Gary, and Stu, and they've all got quirks. And Joe's going to have to guess the quirk. We need you to send us quirks. An example of a quirk is like, I don't want to give you an example because I'd use one up, you know? As the brain of a Barbie and the body of a Cindy. Or like, is entirely composed of towels. I don't know, what's another quirk?
Those were fucking great.
Those are the 2 main ones.
Yeah, they were great.
Thank you. I looked at some towels. So, yeah.
Incredible improv. It was James would call it improv.
They're over there. Just a bunch of towels. You know, you
He looked at it. He said it. Incredible.
Yeah. Exactly. That's where you get your ideas from. Just whatever you're
trying to get an extra point for being off camera.
Hey, I'll decide who gets points. So, this doesn't count, by the way, as a point for Joe, just so we all know. So, have we got suggestions of quirks?
We sure do. High-pitched voice. Cannot say words that have the letter E in them.
I'll take that one. I'll take that one.
Oh, well done. Fall on your sword.
I have a linguistics degree, and watch me abjectly fail to use it correctly. Here we go.
So no ease for Will. So it's not
Brilliant.
that much of a party.
And then what other quirks have you had suggested?
Michael Cook has suggested canon.
No.
But I'm not one that I can't slag anyone off. Likes to collect animal skulls. Lives in a pillow fort. Always on the brink of a sneeze. I like that one.
Go back, because someone put lives in Mary Berry, and I don't know. There, I don't know about anyone else, but I'm calling dibs on that one. That's my book. I will come in third, and I will live in Mary Berry.
Okay.
Okay. In which case, I will take always on the brink of a sneeze.
There are
I
other
think-
ones, so you know, there's loads of other ones coming in.
Okay, well, Adam's in the lead at the moment.
Well, believes he's his own mother. Believes the world should invest in soup tubes instead of plumbing. Will be quoting from Avoid by Pirek then. I think, Gary, that's one of yours. That's definitely gonna be one of yours.
That's too clever for anyone.
Yeah. Every time they see someone holding a hot drink, they've got to scream and knock it out of the person's hand. Has a mouthful of bees, likes to pull his hair out, thinks he's Donald Trump. So,
Adam wins. I'm going with always on the brink of a sneeze.
yeah, I like that one.
So, just to recap, Will, what's your quirk?
I can't say words with the letter E in them.
And if you
Gary?
do, we'll make klaxon noises.
Yes.
I am always on the brink of a sneeze.
And Stu?
I live in Mary Berry.
Gatsby. So what we'll do is we'll
He's got 5 minutes.
and we'll all disappear while he gets a party ready.
Sure.
Okay. Hang on. Where's my button?
Hi.
Hello. Hey, hiya.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to my party.
Good to stand in this vicinity.
Okay, thesaurus guy.
Can you hand moi anything to drink?
Pretentious French guy.
What's that fluid from taps?
Water.
Wish I could say it.
You can't say things, obvious things, verbs, nouns. No.
Food. I want food. What's those things which drop from clucks?
Cluck clucks, eggs. So you can't say the name of things.
Wish I could say it.
You can't say it.
I would say gz.
Giz. You're a cunt. No. You can't say describing words.
No.
No, you're 5 years old.
No. What's those things which drop from clucks?
Eggs.
Gz.
Eggs. What the fuck are you saying, you nutter?
I can't say.
I can't say eggs.
I can't say start of gz.
You can't say ease. You can't say the letter E.
Bye. Fuck.
It's an E.
Hey, Joe, Hi.
You're gonna sneeze. You're gonna sneeze anytime. You're gonna sneeze. Oh fuck yes! That's the end of the party. Oh, there he is. Hiya. Oh, you're fucked off. You are so pissed off. Hiya.
Thanks for inviting me. It's
No
great to be
problem.
out.
Great.
It's absolutely great to be out. Thanks for letting me come here. What a great party you've got upset. It's finally nice to be somewhere roomy.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Stretch out. And actually,
Joseph Fritzl's child. You're Joseph Fritzl's child.
What? No, don't be so crude. Why do I have to be based with you? Can we not have something nice and sweet? Mind you, I get enough of that at home. I can hear it through the wall. Lots of people in quaint English settings just describing how lovely things are.
You're in Midsummer Murders.
I wish it was a Midsummer Murder. Nothing so racy. I have had a couple people, I've heard them promise suicide because of their soggy bottoms.
Noel's house party. You're in
Fucking. Sorry. I was just in the habit of expecting little crumbs to drop on my head.
You're tiny. You're a tiny person.
Clearly not that tiny.
No, you're a big person living in a tiny place.
Well, it's getting smaller as the years go on, yeah. It's kind of dry. I mean, it's not easy.
You live in a vagina. You live in a vagina.
Well, I wouldn't call it like that. I'd call it, a nice little niche bijou setting with nice access to various English country towns.
Yeah,
I just have no control of where it is.
I'm not getting this one, Stu.
I can tell you, I seem to spend most of my time in a tent, and she doesn't half witter on about ingredients.
Delia Smith.
Smith.
Great British Bake Off. Great British Bake Off. Oh. Yeah, you're Paul Hollywood.
No, God.
You're Noel
I
Fielding.
wish I would have more room if I was in Paul Hollywood, but I don't. I've got
You
to
live inside Mary Berry. You live inside Prue Leaf.
No, first one.
Mary Berry. You live inside Mary Berry.
There you go.
Yay!
That's you.
Is that it?
That's it.
And a minute and 4 seconds left.
Yeah, that's your record.
Good work.
Piece
Good
of
work.
this.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Joe.
That was
That's
crazy,
nice
Barry. That was
picture.
too good, mate. Too good.
Very good.
It was either sneeze or orgasm, wasn't it?
Yeah, one of the two.
Well done,
Take a
everybody.
coffee shop.
Is that an Americano?
I've just been informed in the chat that I said the word those, which has an E in it. So I vote we do it all again.
Yeah.
Oh, you lost your points. All your
Don't worry,
points are gone.
It's fine. I'll get them back. There we go.
Points because they all went off screen. Oh,
Yeah, is that well?
so was that points only for Will, Joe, myself, and Gary?
I think that's how it works.
Everyone got points in
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone got points. So everyone
Good.
is
Wow.
on 7 points. God, isn't this fun?
said with all the enthusiasm of somebody having a terrible time.
Terrible time. That reminds me of the next game. Do you know everyone has the worst times?
Who?
In art galleries.
Fucking right.
You know?
Oh,
It's true.
They're
they do.
just walls with paintings on them. It's like a house with no furniture. Essentially, they've just forgotten to put in any furniture between the walls. But you know who loves art galleries? Our Will. Will loves going to art galleries and buying art, don't you, Will?
Bloody love it. Bloody love it, mate.
And guess who has an art gallery?
Who?
Stu! God, it's you! So the next game is art gallery, where Stu will be showing Will around an art gallery at 3 exciting pieces of work. Do we need a suggestion? Oh yeah, we need an inspiration. What is the theme of this exhibition, audience?
Yeah.
Dear audience members?
oh yes.
God, hosting's really hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's my brain is going backwards.
You're doing great.
So, audience members, don't leave us. So what we need is we need some suggestions of the kind of exhibition you'd expect to find in an art gallery owned by Stu, where Will is likely or unlikely to buy any paintings. And the exhibition will be visual to you by the powers of Joe, Gary, and myself.
Yeah.
So we have
Good.
bleak sadness with puffins, phallic fruits, shoving grannies in buses, the fall of cows, pure unadulterated pleasure, life and times of the Chuckle Brothers, old school sweets, pastries of the apocalypse.
Just three nice friends.
Get friends that way, Will.
Disappointment in others. A ghostly tambourine. And Mary Berry's soggy bottoms. Mary Berry's quite a run out.
Pastries of the Apocalypse strikes me as a good one.
Right.
Lovely. Lovely.
Okay, cool. So, Pastries Apocalypse.
Hello, it's me, Barnaby Paintings. I'm a big art buyer, and I'd like to buy some of your art, please.
Mr. Paintings, welcome to our gallery. It's so nice to see you. Thank you
Blah, 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 blah.
for gracing our petite little gallery with your presence. It really is a marvel to have someone so well regarded.
I fucking love paintings.
Well, as you know, as per the arrangements, we've ushered out the hoi polloi to show you 3 magnificent pieces from our latest works, Pastries of the Apocalypse.
Good. I love pastries as well. But to be clear, not as much as I fucking love paintings. Show me the first piece of art.
Absolutely. If you'll come this way, and let me show you this magnificent piece.
Wow, it's in 3D. When I move my head, it appears to move its hand. Let me just move my head. Wow. How do you get a 3D painting?
You have to use lasers, one specific laser pointed at the middle of the painting. You know how good paintings, the eyes follow you round the room?
Yes.
Well, this is an ordinary painting where the finger simply moves slightly. Wherever you go in the room, the finger moves slightly, almost like you're being scolded by the German man who's eaten the pastry. And as you can see, it's from the Bavarian school of art. You can tell by the jaunty German hat. But it's the apocalypse, so he's obviously snuggled for warmth in a variety of blankets, pillows, and coverlets.
Yes.
Has that stopped his enjoyment of the chocolate? No.
It's a very enticing work. I can see there is a title written in the original German, a title of the painting. Read it out.
It's called Der Sprunken Geflangenhief.
Which is, of course, in English, that title is...
Creamy Death.
Oh, creamy death. I do like it. And is the subject in the painting actually dead?
Well, it was believed to have been painted in the 1800s, where the apocalypses envisioned were much less than we know them to be today. And so, yes, the subject is almost certainly dead. It was believed she was a princess in the court of Habsburg.
A very beautiful woman indeed. But we must move on. I'm not sure I want to buy this one. It looks
Very
a
well,
little...
get rid of that painting. Get rid of it.
Yes, it looks a little bit
Good
fecal.
enough for someone. It's
Little
not
bit
good
fecal.
enough for Mr. Paintings. Let me show you this next one.
I love paintings. Huh.
Behold.
Interesting.
This is from the Charlton Heston School of Ape Imagined Art. You know the film Planet of the Apes?
Yes, I'm
It
aware.
was a popular film in the 60s. And here it is represented in a series of paintings of this one is most likely the best. It's called Monkey with Donut.
Now, to be clear,
Rendition.
is that a donut or is that a little bun? Because a little bun is not a pastry.
Well, it's because
It looks an awful lot like a little bun.
It does, doesn't it? But it's because the elements over time have eradicated some of the glittery paint that was on the donut and therefore makes it look like an ordinary bread. I agree that
Look.
it may have lost some of its luster, but the heartfelt message is still there.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say it was a little bun or maybe a hot dog bun. Tell you
I
what,
would sell a painting with a hot dog in this gallery.
I'm going to grab the frame and move it really, really close to my field of vision. So the pastry or little bun will move closer to the center of my sight. Let me just move it. Yes, that is okay. That's a little baguette. That is a miniature baguette.
It's a donut.
It's a fucking baguette, you prick.
It's a donut that's lost.
I'm Barnaby Paintings, and that's a fucking baguette.
You're right. It's clearly a fake. How could we allow this fraud in the gallery? Take it away. Mr. Painting deserves the real thing and nothing more.
I'm Barnaby Paintings.
I don't know what to say. I'm so embarrassed that we would try and heap a fraud upon you. Please don't report us.
One more piece of art. One more. And if I don't buy this, if I don't like it, I will have you shot.
Ah, And as an art buyer, you have that authority in this part of the world.
Yes.
Let me show you the centerpiece of our collection, the star attraction, if you will. Come this way. Take a look. Look closer.
Now, is this a 3D painting? Or it's dark in here. Is this a 3D painting, or is it modern art, or is it a live installation? Because it appears to be moving.
No, that's just one of the lights is failing, and so it's flickering somewhat. It does look like things are falling off the painting, but I insist you it's not.
Okay.
This woman may look like she has apples for eyes, but it's actually a deconstructed examination of human pain and the raw ingredients needed for an apple pie. The painting is called Turn Over, My Love. And as you can see, the horror embodied in the face of the oncoming decimation of the apocalypse is counteracted by the springing hope of the apples in the eyes, representing the original temptation of Adam and Eve. Also, there's what seems to be a playful floret of broccoli atop the crest of the woman's hair.
Nigel?
And she's on top of a lamp for no discernible reason.
Nigel, good, sincere use of the word floret. But I must say, I've known you for 40 years, and I've known your lovely wife, Sally, for 25 of those years. If I didn't know better, I would say you paid Sally in a haste to grab something from the art gallery fridge and stick her head over a lamp in the eventuality that I would be displeased by the previous two paintings. Now, is this correct or not?
It's please don't shoot me. I only tried to please you. You know how important you are to me, how much we value the opinion of Mr. Painting.
Nigel, I am going to shoot you with £1 million. There you go. This is the best painting I've ever seen.
Wonderful. You can now have my wife. Goodbye, dear.
I'm Barnaby Paintings. See. Excellent work, Miley. Fantastic work.
Nice.
If indeed she is there, probably just dismantling all her props.
Hello.
Hello.
That was a fun game. That's points for Gary, Joe, and myself because Will and Stu never remember to leave the screen the whole time.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Amateurs.
Sorry, Stu. You know the point rules.
I know the rules.
Joe, are you enjoying being on this week?
I would say it's the best thing I've ever done.
And he has children.
Would you say that's large in part due to the fact that I'm hosting?
The only part.
Yeah, the games have been completely forgettable. The hosting, though, that's what people are tuning in for.
Yeah. Americano.
So that's it.
Oh, now I get it. Now I get it. Because I was drinking it in the car.
Americano.
Yeah, very good.
Marilyn?
Marilyn, that reminds me. Marilyn is the host.
Fucking knew it.
And we've had so many games so far, but it's time for the penultimate game, which means second last. It's time for our panel of experts. This is a really good game to actually learn some truths from Monday Night Improv about real life matters. And this week, what we'll have for you is a host, and then we'll have 3 experts on the show that the host will be talking to about issues being phoned in by Joe. So what we're going to do is our host tonight is Gary.
That's me.
Gary, you'll be leading the panel of myself, Stu, and Will. Joe will be phoning in with questions, but what we need is the topic of today's panel of experts. Have you ever had a question? Have you ever wanted to hear something discussed in length? What would you like to hear discussed in length, audience?
I've got a disgusting length.
You know who doesn't?
What are you doing down there? What are you doing down there?
Points and prizes.
Did you bring a cup with you?
Yes,
yeah,
we have.
we need suggestions from audience for discussion topic.
So
Discussion.
we have. What would a chair look like if your knees bent the other way?
Brilliant.
The world championship of blueberries. Where do ducks go to sleep at night? How candles melt. Is sex here to stay?
When did it get here?
Should the Oscar Die Hard with Sparrows one be taken away?
God, that's
taken
good.
away?
God, that's good.
Is it possible to remove HR from existence? And that's where we're at.
Cool, that's all
Right.
great. Guy, you're hosting it. Do you have a preference?
Is HR anything to do with the royal family?
I know it's human resources.
Yeah, human resources.
Okay, well, I know nothing about human resources, so maybe we should do that.
Good, let's do that.
Okay.
What was it? Is it possible to remove HR from existence?
Yes.
Remove HR from existence. Yeah, that sounds like a thing. So, I presume I have your permission to start, Maria-Lane?
Oh, right. And let the game begin.
It's a long intro. We'll just cut to that. It's Gary time. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Gary Time, where we gather together some of the foremost minds and some of the backmost faces, and to discuss the topics of the day. Now, this week's topic is HR, or as I've been reliably informed, human resources. That's a human with 2 A's, which makes you know I'm an alien. So, yes, human resources, are they here to stay? Well, first of all, let's just get a short answer as we meet each of our panelists. First of all, Melanie Overhang is with us. Melanie, thank you very much for joining us. Is HR here to stay?
Hi, Gary. Last night was really great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, human resources. They're going to be here for us for all time, because as long as humans are here, we need the resources for them, and that needs to be overseen by human resources.
Very, very good. Thank you for joining us, Melanie. Next up, perhaps with a slightly opposing view, is Stevie Spittle. Stevie, welcome to the show. Human resources here to stay.
Hello, it's Stevie Spittle here, and it's a pleasure to be on your programme. Now, let me just say that I love people. I do. I value them, but they're a thing of the past. I mean, you just walk around any supermarket, and where do you buy your groceries? That's right, the checkout. But is it populated by usually a woman? No. You swipe it yourself, over a machine, you steal what you can, then you leave. We have no need of humans anymore. Robots do most of the jobs anyway. Who do you think builds cars? Robots. Who do you think builds robots? Bigger robots. And who do you think act as sex workers for hungry robots? Well, it's not humans, I'll tell you that for nothing. It's more robots. I don't think we should be classed as a resource anymore, but we should be put on the endangered species list. If there's one thing I say about humans, there's not enough. A resource? No, thank you.
Thank you very much, Stevie. And finally, joining us on the panel, in the studio, if you want to make it 4-screen, James, that's up to you. Joining us finally on the panel is Bobby Lampshade. Bobby, human resources, here to stay.
You're right. It's me, Bobby Lampshade. I'm a big fan, Gary. A really big fan.
Right.
I'll watch you do your comedy and that. And then you're hosting in your radio and that, and love your hair. You love your hair. I'd love to sniff it, and Your eyes are like swimming pools I'd love to dive in, and your nose is like a mountain ridge I want to ski down it.
Yeah, I didn't know it was this Bobby Lampshade.
I want to ski down your nose.
Right. Well, thank you all for joining us here in the studio. We've got our lines open on all topics human resource related. Some people might not even know what it is, so let's open up. Line 2. Hi there, caller. You're through to the panel. Do you have a human resource related question?
Hello. Yes. Hello. Hello.
Yes. Hello. Yes. Hello. Yes. Hello. Yes, I can hear. I can hear. Yes. Hello.
Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
My name is Tiffany with a T.
Hi, Tiffany.
Tiffany with a T. And I have to answer this question. I have to answer this question to the panel. Panel must answer this question. Why are humans being turned into racehorses? I don't understand why this is happening.
Human resource. Right. I think I know what's happened here. But let's go to Stevie Spittle. Stevie, humans being turned into racehorses. I think Tiffany's.
Well, thank you for your question, Tiffany. It's a wonderful question and one I would have expected from a robot, not a human. But you've done well. Well done, Tiffany. Well done. But that's a great idea, actually. Why shouldn't humans be racehorses if robots are phasing out the people? Why can't people phase out the racehorses? I mean, people campaign every year for the Grand National being cruel to the racehorses because one inevitably dies at one of the jumps. If there were people, would they die? If there were people, would we care if one was shot on the course, or would that even bump the viewing figures? Yeah. I think you're onto something there. I want to make clear that I do like people, Tiffany. But I think you're onto an idea. Let's do away with racehorses and get the humans to race around the track for us.
Thank you very much, Stevie. Bobby, any Bobby Lampshade? Any thoughts on the human racehorse hybrid?
If you were a racehorse, Gary Dobson, I would ride you. I'd ride you around the track, and I'd give you a racehorse name. Do you want to know what racehorse name I'd give you, Gary?
To be honest, I'm still trying to figure out your accent.
It's a non-specific Scottish accent.
Right.
I would ride you like a racehorse, and you know what I'd call you?
What would you call me?
Gary Horse.
Right. Well, let's move back to Melanie. Melanie, humans slash racehorses. Save us. Unmute and save us. The unmuting really should come before you save us.
Sorry, I was just saying I should call you Jockey after you riding me last night.
Right. Again, this is not the panel I was expecting.
I think.
Wait, have you been fucking Gary Dobson?
Let's open up the lines. Thank you very much for your call there, Tiffany. We're going to go to line 4 now. Do we have a genuine question about human resources, not racehorses?
Hello, the gates. Hello, hi. I'm German.
Hello.
Hello, hi.
I recognize your accent.
Yeah, my name is Dave.
Hi, Dave. Welcome to the show.
Hi. Yeah, so here's my question for the naughty boy on the left. You're so naughty. Look at you, naughty boy. So here's my question for the naughty boy. So how do you spell human? Is it double O or with a U with the little umlaut thing above it? Human. How do you spell it? Tell me now. Naughty boy. You're so naughty.
Thank you for calling me a naughty boy. I do like it. I do like it a lot.
Hello?
But, I want you to know that I appreciate humans. I really do. But when I write it down, I'm old-fashioned. I spell it the way it's written in the dictionary. The British Dictionary. H-U-M-A-N. Human. Not human. Human. That's how it was spelled when my father was a boy and his father before him. That's the way I'll be spelling it. Thank you very much. I understand that in Germany you have umlauts and accents and little cedillers and stuff and you want to show off, and that's fine. But it's not for me, thank you very much. It's why I voted leave.
Naughty boy, how do you make an umlaut?
I don't know. How do you make an umlaut?
You crack some eggs.
I think you mean
German humor.
I think you mean
yes. Yeah.
Hello.
Let's move a variant of that question over to Melanie. Bring up the important issue of spelling. Surely that's got to be high on the human resources. Kind of like when you're picking out applicants for a job and things. Surely is spelling as important as it used to be, or has spell check really kind of underlined the whole human experience?
Well, we prefer not to use spell checkers because a spell check is one less job for a human person to do. So we'd rather hire everyone a little person to sit behind them and correct them on their spelling.
But even
Excellent.
correct spelling on the computer, it's a paperclip. It's the most basic robot there is.
Exactly. That's why we'd rather, instead of having paper clips, have people holding the paper together for you.
What are you talking about, woman?
Like, Gary, the way you spread me open like the pages of a book.
What?
What? Gary, who's this?
Yeah. Bobby, any strong feelings on spelling?
First of all, I don't know if you've been fucking anybody else in that, but if you are, I'm open to the idea of you having a sexually fulfilling life as long as I can get my application in to be involved. Speaking of spelling, an umlaut, that's 2 dots over a U. I'd like to put my 2 dots over you. And you want to know what my 2 dots are? Them, my balls. Them, referring to my testicles.
Are you sleeping with Bobby?
I know yet. I love him to sleep with Bobby. That'd be nice.
Right. I think this whole interview process is going a little bit sideways.
I'll bring my own reusable cup.
So let's just finish off going once round. Human beings, good or bad? Bobby?
Fuck me.
Stevie?
Good, but not good enough. Robots are better.
And Melanie?
I thought you were a good man until you started shafting with Bobby.
So human beings are scum. That's the end of the debate. Thank you all for joining us. We'll be back next week, taking the wrong end of a different stick.
Am I the only one not getting fucked?
Hello.
Thanks for joining us, Dave.
Hello. Incredible.
That was fun.
That's great.
That's a really strange shape penis.
Point for Stu.
Too late.
Points for everybody.
Excellent.
So, right.
Stuart's penis looks like a piece of A4 paper.
Wait a minute.
Lower your camera again, Stu.
No, don't. You'll show them the secret script.
See, what a weird shaped penis.
Nothing weird about it.
It's very two-dimensional.
It's just rolled and it's been punched twice. That's all.
And it often causes your printer to jam.
It does cause my printer to jam because I stick my dick in it.
Now that I get.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's a color printer, predominantly white, red, and purple. Little bit of green.
Well, it has been punched twice.
Yes.
Talking of next, can we go to the next game?
James, do not be impatient. So it's time for the next game. I was waiting for something to remind me what the game would be, but none of that was in the video.
Segways. That's a good segue.
Yeah.
I went to IKEA to buy some furniture to put stuff in.
No.
I went to IKEA to buy a cabinet.
No, not doing it for me.
I watched the
things politicians would say when they resign.
Not doing it for me.
Yeah.
World's worst cabinet minister resignation speech.
Yeah, I'm resigned to play one more game, Mario Lane, if that helps.
Do you?
What do you mean, stew? They've told it these three fucking times. It's been written
Stew is
on
the
bottom of the
worst.
screen.
World's worst.
Fucking
It's time for the
hell.
world's
I mean,
worst.
I believe in equality, but you don't make it easy, do you, love?
I'm probably perioding
Fucking
right
hell.
now. My brain just hormones. And my head is only full of estrogen. What am I going
This
to
is
do?
why I don't trust
Cry.
female pilots.
Don't period while you're sitting there.
Look at licking a picture of Channing Tatum and wishing I was with Mae Martin in that series. That is my life.
Oh.
It's
Right.
world's worst cabinet minister resignation speech. Right?
What?
What, James?
What was that, Stu?
World's worst cabinet minister resignation speech. There you are. Now
thought
you
James'
introduce that,
illness
and you
was spreading.
pick who goes first. Okay.
Thanks for letting me host. Okay,
No,
so
it's
yeah,
competitive. I can't wait for you to host a Red Raw. That's going to be fucking great.
I'm never going to beat
Ladies and
again.
gentlemen, why are we here? I don't see any bands set up. I'm completely befuddled. Is there a magician coming on? Why are there no doves? Oh, my menses have started.
It's pronounced Mingus.
It's pronounced Mingus.
These are getting stale, by the way. These are getting stale.
Okay, right. So
You know
it's
what?
time
You've
for
got a
final-
lot of fans, Marlene, and I reckon they're fucking sarcastic people.
like my mom. Keep it together. Keep it together. So it's time for the final game of the night. World's worst cabinet minister resignation speech.
Good for you. We'll edit that out. Don't worry about it. Doing well. You held it together. You're a fucking pro.
Stop making
Thank
fun
God
of me
we're
in
not
front
live.
of Joe.
It's like Sam Fox at the Brits all over again.
What a reference.
Yeah,
Three of us
there's
will have to
something
get
for
the
the
reference.
Reference.
YouTube that, you TikTok avocado eating prick. Anyway,
God,
take two.
if anyone's menstruating right now, it's Stu. And with that reminds me, Stu, you can go first.
Me go first. World's worst cabinet minister resignation speech. I apologize to the people for leaving, not for the fact that there are over 160,000 deaths from COVID, but because I didn't manage to get it up to the promised 200,000. I tried my best. I had the Guinness Book of World Records on standby, but I just couldn't manage it. I'm sorry.
Topical.
Joe.
Fuck. All right. Apparently, having a strangle wank in Greg's is frowned upon. Who knew? Who knew?
It's the noise he makes when he ejaculates.
Who knew?
Who knew? Who knew?
Who knew? Who knew? Americano.
Lucky I brought my cup.
Macchiato. World's worst cabinet minister resignation speech. Whilst in the cabinet, I gave a lot of money to friends with businesses. I now find myself having to resign. Not because of the money I gave to the friends, but because one of those friends I gave the money to has offered me a much higher paying job. Presumably, using the taxpayers' money that I gave to them. It's the circle of life. Hakuna Matata, bitches. Everyone wins.
He's still here.
Good for you, Charlotte. Good for you.
World's worst cabinet minister resignation speech. And to the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, peace be with you always, forever and ever. Amen. Oh, wrong kind of minister. My bad. My bad. I'm out. Peace. Sorry.
World's worst cabinet minister resignation speech. I'm here to formally announce that I will be stepping down from my position as transport minister. This has been a difficult time for me and my family, but I hope to provide some clarity behind the decision. I accept that proposing to replace trains with blimps was a bad idea. I accept now they have impractically low capacity, have a tendency to float away, and wouldn't fit in tunnels. But before I leave, I would just like to say 2 words as a radical new idea to my replacement. Boat blimps. Thank you. Thank you.
World's worst cabinet minister resignation speech. I've met with the Prime Minister today to express my sorrow and proffer to him the explanation I proffer to you now. While on holiday with my family on Blackpool Pleasant Beach, I saw that the donkey that my child was riding on was simply not going fast enough. I did what any responsible parent would do, and I ran towards it in an effort to shunt it forward. It was then that my trousers fell down, and my penis automatically became erect to act as a safety buffer. Unfortunately, the photos leaked to the Sun do not show the full story. And the hoof I got to the balls was from an entirely separate donkey. However, the Prime Minister, when he stopped laughing, did not accept my story. And according to him, I must leave his cabinet with the nickname Hoofy Balls. No question.
World's worst cabinet thing. Who knew having a strangle wank in Vision Express is fabulous? Who knew?
Dough balls.
Macchiato. World's worst cabinet minister resignation speech. Yes, effective as of today, my resignation has been accepted. As you all know, members of the Press Association, it was recently uncovered that I was the one supplying drugs to the royal family. Yes, indeed, I was the one getting the Harry blow.
Hey!
Wow.
Well done, Gary. First proper joke of the show.
And I'm leaving.
We should end there, but we won't.
Get a point.
World's worst cabinet minister resignation speech. Jag har haft en mycket trevlig tid som skap. Vante politiker! Jag trodde mened IKEA-skap. Minderliga fred.
Classic. World's worst cabinet minister resignation speech. I'm here to formally announce that I'll be stepping down from my position as health minister. This has been a difficult time for me and my family, but I hope to provide some clarity behind my decision. I accept that proposing to replace hospitals with blimps was a bad idea. I accept now that they are nothing like hospitals, are completely ill-equipped for medical procedures, and wouldn't fit in tunnels. But before I leave, I would just like to say 2 words as a radical new idea for my replacement. Blimp doctors.
Earlier today, I went to the Prime Minister to proffer my resignation, and I gave him the reasons which I shall give to you now. Only now do I realize, in an effort to make the cabinet more diverse, a person of smaller stature was admitted as Transport Secretary. What I thought was just a jovial bit of fun, thrusting his face into my posterior, farting, and shouting, "Sew a button on that, you human occasional table," was perhaps a little bit too far. Certainly, calling him a butt-munching goblin was a step too far. I see that now. I have stepped down and will not be returning to cabinet. Thank you. No questions.
World's most cabinet minister ever. Who knew having a wank? Who knew having a strangle wank in the Strangle Wank Club was frowned upon? Who knew? Who knew? Who knew?
The Strangle Wank Club. World's First Cabinet Minister resignation speech. Yes, actually, I'm stepping down immediately for personal reasons. I'm stepping down in order to spend more time with my second family. It's come as a shock to both my mistresses and, of course, my first family.
World's Worst Cabinet Minister resignation speech. Hello, it's me, Matt Hancock. I presume this is what I sound like. Anyway.
My God, it's like there's two Walnames.
I, Matt Hancock, will be stepping down from my post. I did teach, health, and I should have remembered from when I brought out that new initiative to teach sexual health awareness in schools that one should avoid having sex with AIDS. My own age.
Excellent. World's Worst Cabinet Minister resignation speech. I'm here to formally announce that I'll be stepping down from my position as Chancellor of the Exchequer. This has been a difficult time for me and my family, but I hope to provide some... I replaced money with blimps. That's what I did. I took money, I replaced them with blimps. Now they're too big. They're just too big. I get it now. I get it. Difficult to mint, and they don't fit in tunnels. I get it. I've got a radical new idea, okay? Radical new idea for my replacements. 2 words. Money blimps. Now, that is the same idea that I had originally. So I say these 2 words instead. Fuck you.
World's Worst Cabinet Minister resignation speech. I visited the Prime Minister earlier on to offer my resignation for the reasons which I proffer to you now. I realize now that in an attempt to encourage cabinet diversity, we allowed a person in a wheelchair to be part of the cabinet. As what I thought was a jovial bit of hazing fun, I said, fuck me, a stripped down Dalek. There must be a Scouser nearby. I realized that was out of line and unbecoming of my position. It was certainly unbecoming of my position to shout, cheer up, hot tits, only a joke, and beat her knockers like bongos. I apologize to my wife, to my family, and to the people of my constituency who I have let down. Oh, and the disabled bitch. The woman. I apologize to the disabled woman. She told me her name, I forget. Probably Claire.
Topical.
I've run out of Strangle Wank stuff now.
I got one more.
Strangle Wank Club. It's hard to top that.
You can't beat the Strangle Wank Club.
So I've got one more. World's Worst Cabinet Minister resignation speech. Yes, despite having been in this position for only 2 weeks, having taken over from the former minister who supplied drugs for the royal family, I'm afraid the royal family have asked me for my resignation as well. Apparently, I've been giving the royal family the will ease.
The will ease.
Wow. Once again, we stumbled.
I think I've got one more. And I'll allow it because I'm hosting.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, everybody. It's me. The taxi car. And I'm from London. And I was going to say that I'm resigning. Oh, wait. Cabinet? I thought you meant a cab in it.
Oh, I feel much better about mine now. Cab in it.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, shit. Don't worry, I'll just be down here resuscitating comedy.
I'm down here as well. If someone could get me out the
I don't know what
Shut up, James.
Don't know what it's doing in your house, Will.
So at the end of the contest, James, you will win because you've shown your face the least if you can answer this question.
Yep.
James, would you rather have tiny beaks for teeth that also have beaks for teeth? Or would you rather have one wheel instead of a body?
Oh,
but
wheel.
everywhere it trundles, it leaves a pile of shit.
Still a wheel. A wheel all day, every day.
I don't know how you do it, Mar, but you're the only one whose questions he answers.
Yeah.
Because it makes
You're
sense.
a James whisperer.
How'd you do it?
Yeah.
Can you get him to say improv?
Anyway, I think that this is the longest the show has gone on for, so surely it's the best one. Does anyone have anything to promote?
No, and this is indeed the longest we've ever done. So well done, everyone.
I would like to promote equality.
Okay.
Who
Never
knew? Who knew?
A reusable cup. Cheers, everybody.
I think that's been that, and that's that. So we'll be back next Monday. I think Billy will be back, and I will never mention this happened. Joe, thank you so much for being here.
No
Thanks,
problem.
Joe.
Great fun. Thank you so much.
Love you,
What a great
Joe.
guest.
Really enjoyed it.
Has anyone
Thank
got
you.
a real gig or something to promote?
It was great fun. Thank you. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
Such a laugh. Wow.
Good night, everybody.
So glad I missed the Andy Murray match for this.
Bye.
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 You wanna do something Monday nighter? I've got something for you, hold tighter. It's a show that's unpredictable and fast, and improvised by the cast. Monday Night Improv.